Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen and channel. So today I'm going to show you how I make my hops, one of the recipes that I use. So to here I have 4 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and 2 tablespoons of flax seed. Okay, that's the milk one. So I'm mixing this. And to my foamy mixture here, my liquid mixture, I have yeast, butter, eggs, sugar. Okay, see how it foams up? So this is going to be added to this mixture here, and I'm going to use a spoon to turn it. So I would suggest do a little bit of liquid at a time. Just use a wooden spoon. You can use the top of the wooden spoon as well. You don't have to use the bottom of it. It's just to incorporate the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. It's supposed to be 1.5 liquid altogether. 1 cup of warm milk with 1/2 cup of warm water. So now that it's come together, just scrape out your spoon. It's workable now with your hands. And you see that little bit of butter that remained back? Just coat your hands with that butter. Make sure all that liquid is out of the cup. And coat your hands with that butter, and this is where you will knead this now. Knead it and form it into that dough ball. Until you get your dough ball, and I'll show you what it looks like next. You're going to empty your dough on your floured surface, and you're going to keep kneading it. Have that extra flour because you will need it. If when you knead it in the bowl and it's not soft enough, just add a little, flatten it, add a little liquid in it, and press it with your back of your knuckles until you get that softish dough. And then you're going to empty it on your floured surface and keep kneading this to form your glutens till you form a nice elastic dough. Just back and forth, okay? And to check it, you just turn it over and you press it. As long as you see springs back up, you're getting it. Again, you're going to knead this until you get Pinch it in the middle. Okay, perfect. That's a good dough. And you see, it springs back up. Okay, you're going to place this back into the bowl that you've mixed it in. But before doing so, you're going to add some olive oil, coat the bottom of it, place the dough in here and drizzle on top with some olive oil. You're going to cover this with a cling wrap, plastic wrap, and a heavy kitchen towel, and leave this to double in size, okay, for about an hour and a half. Okay, you just check it. Okay, so I'm going to check my dinner rolls or bread recipe, little hops bread recipe. See how beautifully that has risen. Really nice, right? So now I'm going to show you the next steps. So we have to punch it back down. Okay, I don't do a big punch, I just do a light punch. Okay, and now we're going to put this out on the counter surface. Dust your surface with flour and put your dough here. We're going to knead it back for a little bit to make back that dough ball. Okay, close it back in, pinch it in. Turn it over, dust your surface, form that round circle, and we're going to cut this, divide it into 2 pieces, cut it in half. Okay, just move out a piece, and we're going to work with this piece here to make it easier. So we're going to cut this in half again, and we're going to just make back a dough ball with it. This is going to make it even to get those little dough balls. Right, form each piece into one dough ball back. Just like when you're making the roti loaves or loyas, right? And then we're going to cut this, okay, into 4, right? Same thing with this one. We're going to cut it into 4. It makes life easier when you do it like this, right? And you're going to form these little ones now, okay, into little dough balls. And that's all there is to it. Simple. Okay, and you're going to put it in your butter dish. You can do it like this, or you can put it back down and just knead it back, right? Knead back that dough, take the bottom, pull it to the top, and form back your dough. Whichever works for you, it's fine, because this is when the second proofing is going to form. right? And I have my butter dish here. I'm using my foil tray, and I'm going to place them in the dish. So I'm going to continue to do the rest, and I'll show you. Don't get scared, the dough looks a little bit, these look small, but I guarantee you, I promise you, it's going to raise and be a light and fluffy roll. If you think one is looking too big, just break off a little piece, pinch off a little piece and put it in the one that is looking small, if you think you didn't cut them evenly. Alright. Put them, leave a little space, and continue. You can eat this with cheese or butter when it's finished baking, or whatever jams or jellies you prefer. This has to raise and proof again for an hour or a little bit over an hour, and then you'll do an egg wash with 1 egg. And sprinkle, you can sprinkle it with a little bit of salt on the top of it, or you can use sesame seeds or poppy seeds. So I'm going to finish it up and then I'll show you the whole tray. So this is what I got, 16 dough balls, and I'm going to cover them with that plastic wrap again. Cover it with your heavy kitchen towel, leave it for an hour to rise or to proof again, and then we'll take it from there again. So this is my bread or my rolls or my hub spread, however you want to call it, and I'm going to do my egg wash. So I'm going to do my egg wash, which is that 1 egg. Okay, just give it a little whisk and mix. This is the secret to a nice golden brown color on the top. The egg wash is optional. You can use butter if you want. Be very gentle when you're doing this. We don't want to poke no holes to deflate the bread or buns or rolls. And you see how pretty those little specks from the germ got the dough. Now if you think, let me show you this. If you think the brush is giving you problems to do that gentle egg wash, just burst a piece of Bounty, 2 pieces of Bounty paper, okay, roll it, double it, and we're going to use this as our brush. It will be a little more gentle on the bread, see, more smoother, so we don't have to worry about deflating it. The egg is optional. If you want, you can use butter as well. You can even flavor up your butter, or you can use olive oil, flavor it up with some garlic, some rosemary if you want to put some herbs in it. Now this dough is very, very gentle. You gotta be very gentle with it. It's like a baby. You see right now it's like it's risen to like a fluffy pillow. So we don't want to get that pillow too soft or handle it too rough. If you don't want to make these smaller hops, you can make loaves. Put it in a loaf pan. So I'm doing all these with the egg wash. And what I'll do is I'll do this last one with the butter, just to give you an idea when it's finished how different it could look. Gentle, gentle. And this goes into the oven at 375 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit, or 350 degrees. And you're going to bake this for 25 to 30 minutes until golden brown. So I'm going to place it into the oven. And I have lowered my second shelf on the second spacing. So in that way, there's a lot of space on top, and those breads will be baking very, very nicely and evenly. Okay. Right now I started out with 350. I'm going to raise it at 375. So my bread or my rolls have finished from the oven, and see how nice and shiny they are. I left this one without the egg wash, and I'm going to put a butter wash on it, okay, when it's finished, to compare it with the ones with the egg wash. And remember, I left this one out and I put butter in it. So what I will do is also put some butter on this one to keep warm, or to keep soft, I should say, right? And the ones with the shine is the ones with the egg wash. So I'm just buttering the ones that I left out without putting the egg wash. I'm using butter. You can also, you see, the egg wash will have a nice brown, golden brown color, but you can face it after with that butter. That butter is going to keep it very, very soft. And after you put the butter, after you brush the butter on it, right, just put it back in the oven for just like a minute or so, okay, and then take it out. So you can do this and put it down just before eating it. Just put it back in your oven for a little 5 minutes or so, just to heat back or heat through. And it will be like if it's just finished from the oven if you're not using it right away. And you see those specks from the flaxseed? How beautiful. So that's it. So those beautiful, beautiful buns can be eaten with cheese, slice of cheese, and some butter, or jams or jellies of your choice.